after all, why are you doing this development? Is it for the sake of development or is it for some higher goal? कर किस लिए रहे हैं?
See, if you look at the whole history, there has been so much of fight. Fight for what? For having more and more physical facility, right? And if you look at this effort to have more and more physical facility, ultimately it is for ensuring happiness or prosperity or both. But when we did not understand what is happiness and we did not understand what is prosperity, and we thought that physical facility and accumulation of physical facility is all that is required to ensure happiness and prosperity, we went about producing first, then about accumulating. Then we found that there is not enough accumulation. We started fighting with each other because we wanted to take away the physical facility of other people, right. So, all this came by accident, by lack of understanding or by misunderstanding. They thought that by dominating others, by exploiting others, by snatching away from others, you can accumulate physical facility and therefore be happy and prosperous, and it did not work. It did not work for them and it did not work for the whole world. It rather created more and more crisis. And then when they found that they are losing in the battle, they thought they must have some equipment, some instrument, some kind of armament which can help them to win. So, they came up with so much of technology and all this, but ultimate issue is that happiness and prosperity. They could not understand how to ensure this happiness and prosperity. Now, what we are saying that we can understand how this happiness can be ensured, prosperity can be ensured. For happiness you have to work with yourself, you have to work in relationship, right. You have to work for the self organization and not you have to go about fighting. That is what we are saying right from the beginning, to understand the harmony and to live in harmony. They missed the very first point, that happiness comes through harmony, not through opposition, not through struggle, not through war. And once they missed the first thing, then everything else kept following, and we are in a soup. So, if everything goes this way, right, we will be able to fulfill our basic aspiration of happiness, prosperity. Then what is the next issue? Continuity of it, generation after generation. So, we will work for that, and there is enough work there.